Okay, we're live. Try to fix this camera a little bit. There we go. So I can do this. That way I have more room. Go like that. All right, so I'll wait for some people to come on before I start. So we are doing the reading for March 30th to April 6th. So say hello when you're joining in. Do that. There we go. All right. Hey, Karen, how are you? Myself over here more. Yeah, my nails are starting to fall off, so you might see that horrendous horror show. Haven't been able to get my nails done. All right. I'm going to light a candle. So, hey, Marcus. Hey, Valerie. And then we'll get started. So I'm just going to put some energy into this candle. Asking that I receive the highest of divine guidance today for everyone that's on the live stream and people that will watch after. Okay. Oh God. Yeah. I hit up my nail tech and I was like, how do I get these acrylics off? Because one popped off yesterday. And she's supposed to, because she's right across the street from the shop, Naturally Nails. I'll give her a shout out, Tracy. She's supposed to drop some acetone in my mailbox tomorrow so I can take my nails off. One popped off and it's driving me absolutely insane. So you're probably going to see me using my left hand a lot. But yeah, they need to come off, which is horrible because I love my nails. It's one of those things. But you know, what are you going to do? Put some music on. Okay. All right. So, everyone joining in, if you could just share, that would be great. And I'm going to start off a little different. So, I'm going to start off pulling a card for the week. And then we'll go into the pick a card. So, I'm going to use Amanda Ellis's deck for this. I'm going to put this deck over here. Okay. So we're going to pull a card for the week. I'm going to get started with that. Thank you, Marcus. All right, what card do we have for March 30th to April 6th? That would best represent the energy of the week. Okay, go within. All right. So this is the card that will start off the week, or this is the card for the week, is go within. Which to me really means, so like there's a person meditating and connecting with higher frequency, higher dimensions here. But I could really feel myself this morning kind of like getting really irritated with the whole victim mentality that's starting to come in through this whole pandemic. I think that it's really, we all have the right to grieve and be upset and be angry. But I really feel like there's no excuse for us sitting in this at all. Um, you know, I don't have the patience for that or with that. And I do believe in compassion, but I also feel like my role during this whole thing is to really keep people in check. I'm not here to nurture and coddle people, you know? Um, we're in a situation on the planet where everything is changing. And when this is all said and done, if you're not putting the work in, you're going to be really lost after this. And putting the work in for everyone is different. So this card makes a lot of sense by saying go within. So it whatever is going to be a lot of work, or like the work that I'm saying that needs to be done during this time, it may be different for you, it may be different for me, but sitting around and feeding into the fear and hanging on to every little inch in detail of what's happening right now is not going to help you. So this card to me means shutting off the external reality, like really shutting it out and paying attention to what you need to pay attention to, but not allowing all these disturbances into your field. It's up to you on whether you can do that or not. It is not up to the divine all the time to fully protect you from everything. It's just not. Like, you have to take responsibility for what you're doing and what you're creating in this reality, or shit is never going to change, you know? And I even made a post on my Facebook this morning, and I'm like, people talk all this shit about change, and or they complain. People complain all the time that about everything, but then they don't do the things that they need to do in order to create the shifts in their life. So whether it's now and you're planning it out, or whether you plan it out after, there needs to be accountability within this whole situation. So really going within and connecting with yourself and doing a lot of meditating. And it even says clarity on it. Like, this is the whole thing that my program is about, which, by the way, uh, enrollment ends tonight. So 12 o'clock tonight, you're not going to be able to get in. So this is everything that the Flow to Force is about, is getting clear. So get in that program. If you're thinking about getting in that program and you're like, I don't know, but I really, really want to do it. Do it. Don't overthink it. Don't push it away. Like, this is something that can really help. But yeah, that's the card for the week for everyone. Hi, Karen. So we're gonna go into the ABC now. Oh, and those three cards wanted to come out, so I will put them with the ABC cards. All right. So we're gonna go to the ABC reading now. I don't know, maybe I should leave these out because I might want to use them. Okay. Let's start with the regular tarot. We're going to go into the regular tarot for A. Okay. And let's see what comes up. A lot of upside down cards, Jesus. All right, and we got all court cards and they're all upside down for A. The Void, retreat, rest, and pause for A. So this is what's coming up for A for the week. Is there's not going to be a lot of action for people that picked A. It seems like it's maybe like really like slow moving energy. Like you can't really um, do much during this. And I really feel like you're not supposed to do much. The retreat, rest, and pause card is very strong. You're kind of going into like a void. So to me, it means like there's going to be a lot of healing work to do at this time. Um, Let me see. Page of Pentacles. We have that upside down. The Queen of Pentacles upside down. And then the Page of Cups upside down. So these are all A. So we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles upside down. So let's see what's happening here. Yeah, like it just really feels like everything is on hold right now. Like there is not much that you can do at this moment. Um, you're really being asked to pay attention to what needs to be worked on inside of you. That's what I'm really feeling for A. Um, it's like emotions all over the place. Usually the Page of Cups is like a really happy, joyous card. And to me, it being upside down could be like some sadness, some grief, like things that need to be dealt with in order for you to move forward. Um, Let me see the Queen of Pentacles. I keep feeling like misunderstanding in the Queen of Pentacles card. Like it's almost like a misunderstanding of your reality when I'm like going into A. Is like there's a lot of great things there, but they're kind of behind this void. So it's like not having access to what you want to have access to at this moment. Um, you know, Page of Pentacles to me is more it's like not being able to receive. That's what I keep getting with the Page of Pentacles right now, upside down. It's like you feel like you're not in a space to receive. But like every time I read cards, I always say, well, we have the potential to flip them over. So let's flip them over and see like what it is that they're trying to say upright. Um, it's weird too, because I got a lot of court cards here. So definitely very different. I'm gonna pull some more cards with this. Pull some of these Starseed Oracle cards and get a clearer message. All right. What are you trying to say for A? So, like for A's really need to heed the message and the warning of the card that I picked overall for the group, which is for every letter. It's like really going within. There, I feel like there's going to be a lot of chaos in your reality, or it's going to seem like there's a lot of chaos. But to me, intuitively, it doesn't really feel like that. It feels like there's a lot of good going on, but at the moment, you can't see it right. And that Page of Cups card is really pulling at me at the moment, saying that you're not understanding some things emotionally, like you may be emotionally reading some things the wrong way. So please pay attention to that. Let's pull some Starseed cards to get a higher vibe in here. All right, let's see. Double mission, light worker starseed, serve the world by being you. All right, so this makes a lot of sense to me with these cards. So this is for A, for those of you just joining in. And I feel like you're not accessing your true potential. And that's why you're getting frustrated. You're getting frustrated because it feels like you're in a void. It feels like you're stuck. It feels like there's nothing going on. But it's almost like when I pulled that Starseed card, it was like you have access to this, but you just have to do it in a different way. You can't do things the same fucking way that you're always doing shit. So stop. That's what I see is like a repetitive pattern. Like when I pulled this card, it seems to me like a repetitive pattern of not being truly you, not being within yourself, not saying the things you want to say, like pulling back too much. So it's creating stagnant energy. That's why it felt like a pause. It doesn't have to be a pause this week. There probably is going to be a lot of slow moving parts within your journey this week, but it doesn't have to be a complete pause. But the more you step up into your authenticity this week, the more that you really connect with yourself, then you're going to see or have better results. And knowing when to pause is a big thing too with A. So it's almost like as soon as I pull the Starseed card, it's like a frustration with A. It's like you feel like you're not getting where you want to be. Like these are emotions that are going to come up this week. You feel like you're not getting where you want. You almost like you can't see the future ahead of you. And I feel like you can't see the future ahead of you or have any energy towards it because you're not accessing your true potential. So I'm getting frustrated with this pull right here because I almost feel like you have a lot of the tools. You have the energy of the Page of Pentacles. You have the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. You have the energy of the Page of Cups. But it's almost like you choose not to access it. So remember these cards, look these cards up, connect with these cards, and see what it is that you may need to work on in this whole week. You know, there is emotional work coming up. So there's things emotionally that you need to move through. And like double mission, like Lightworker Starseed is a powerful card. It means that your purpose is calling you. And if you think you're in your purpose, there's probably things that you're missing within that you're not really fully connecting with. It's like you're like, well, I feel like I'm here. That's not purpose work. Purpose work is like, no, I know I'm fucking here. I know I'm here. You know, so like you need to strive for that knowing instead of like that, well, I feel like I'm here. You know what I mean? Because that's the frustration. That's the retreat. That's the rest. That's the pause. So it's almost like your guides and the universe is going to keep pushing you back until you really step into your authenticity. And it's kind of reminding me of the reading that I did for the year in the fact that the authenticity card came up a lot. Like it really is about stepping into your true self this year. You know, and the more that you avoid that, the more you're going to have issues as the years go on because the world needs people that are truly authentic, not playing the half in and half out game. And that's what I really feel with A is like sometimes you're in and sometimes you're out. And then it brings you into these stagnant places and then you don't know how to get yourself out. So yeah, it's really acknowledging your strengths this week. So, like, what are you good at? You know, what are you not doing? You know what I mean? What are you missing? Like, there's something missing here. There's something missing that could make this journey that you want to go on either a little bit easier, I feel like, or a little bit more clear. Definitely clarity coming up for A. If you work with the energy in the right way, you know? I mean, I like, the thing is too, the more we go through all of these adjustments on the planet, it's going to get harder and harder if you can't fully tap into you. And let's see. It looks like there's a crystal that wants to come on the table. And I really feel like I'm pulling malachite for A because malachite is a courage stone. So it's all about, this is like a stone of goals. Like I feel like if you have goals to reach, if you have uh you know anything that you really want to succeed in, malachite is that stone. It's a very courageous stone. So I'm connecting that with A is you guys got to get a little bit more courageous and may even be like putting yourself out there more. but there is healing, there is emotional healing, and I feel like that might be the block. So sometimes, like, the littlest thing, sometimes it's worse when you have like that little thing, that little nagging thing that's like blocking you, as opposed to like a big wall, because you see the big wall and then you can start hammering at the wall, but when it's like one little thing in your energy field, like one little sliver of energy, and then it's like you're trying to find it. You're trying to figure out what it is. And I feel like that's what A is. It's that, like, those slivers of energy that are kind of getting in the way. All right, let's go to B. All right, so we have the endings card. Let's see what else comes up for B. I do, like, collectively feel a lot of frustration this week. I'm just saying, because I feel it. I felt it today. I feel it now with B. So there is like a level of frustration coming in on the planet. Eight of Pentacles. That's a good card. The High Priestess card upside down. And then we have the Queen of Cups. All right. So B, let's see. B, we have you are held. So endings. So it's like walking into something new. There's going to be a lot of new energy coming in for bees this week. We also have the Eight of Pentacles, which is like self-mastery kind of card. It's also like success, things that you've been working on coming in or connecting with you, or you're beginning to see things come to fruition. But then we have the High Priestess card that's upside down next to it. So, here we go again with the card, that the overall card for the week is like, there's got to be a lot of soul searching for B in order to get to here, because I feel like it's almost like the High Priestess card is upside down, because the High Priestess drops in wisdom, and she also has a lot of knowledge. She keeps a lot of secrets and things like that. So I feel like that card is upside down because there's a lot coming in universally for bees. And I feel like as long as you're open to receiving that, I mean, you got the Queen of Cups here. So the Queen of Cups is like a very psychic, intuitively connected card. It shows that there's a lot of opportunity. So I feel like B is the opportunity card. A is more of the working through, healing, all of that. I'm telling you, A is like, you got to get authentic, like really getting the authentic power. So B is really like being open to using your intuition this week, like maybe in different ways, like maybe in ways that you haven't connected with it before. Like, I feel like B has a lot to do with new gifts dropping in intuitively. I also do feel a little sadness with B. It's like missing people in your life. Like, a lot of, like, some of that is going to be coming up. But if you look at this from another standpoint, it's that alone time will really help you evolve this week. So if you use it in the right way, instead of like looking back at what you did have, because the Queen of Cups, I feel like, is, she's a very nurturing person, and like that need and want for nurture. But you can do that for you. You can pull that energy in for yourself, or there's people around you that you may not be able to connect with in person, but through the phone or something like that that can really help you bring in this nurturing energy. So I feel for B, there is a lot of energy of like wanting to feel nurtured or wanting to nurture others. And I really feel like that will help with these gifts coming in as long as you connect with that and you hold yourself to that. And it's like, don't downplay what's going on. It's almost like, and I feel like this is for all the cards too. I feel like there's going to be a lot of energy that tries to come in this week that will direct you on the wrong path or direct you to the wrong thought forms or wrong, like misusing information. That's like we have the High Priestess card upside down. So it's like not, there's also like, even though I feel like it's downloads coming in for B, I feel like collectively there's a misuse of information. There's like false information that's really being put out there. And I almost feel like B's will be able to see that. A's will be able to see that too, but it's like more of they need to tap into their authentic self to be able to see through that veil. So let me see. What else do we have for B? All right. So called. Yeah. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Look at that. I'm trying not to show you guys my nail. That looks horrendous. But see if we can get the camera to focus on that. Come on. Look at that. It's like every time I move it. But like walking through a new door intuitively, like things that you never felt connected to. It's definitely intuitive, like an intuitive calling to something. So, all right, that's B. So now we have C. So let's check C. All right, so we have connection and attunement. So that's your overall card for C. Let's see what you guys get. It's C. Queen of Swords. The World. Wow. So C's got it going on this week. All right. Connection. Who's C on here? Where are all my C's at? Because you guys got, oh, what's this card? The Void. Holy shit. Wow. So this is interesting. A got the Void from a different deck, and then C got the Void from another deck. So there's 2 Void cards in here. Very interesting. But C seem to be more understanding of the energy they're working with. Let me see. Connection and attunement. Like for C's, I feel like it's going to be a powerful week. It's really a week, like we got the fire and the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. Like that's like a big understanding of who you are and like what you came here to do, and like it's almost like you feel comfortable in the chaos. Like that's how I feel for C's, is a lot of comfortable energy in the chaos. You have the Queen of Swords coming up, so to me it's like take no shit, take no prisoners, like you don't give a fuck. And that's kind of the energy that you may need to carry this week. Like I was saying before, like the whole victim mentality thing is, you know, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's going to work to make certain people feel better for a little while. And then, you know, when all said and done, I'm gonna have to go back to living life. And I feel like C's know the deal. Like C's know what's going on. C's know how to connect with themselves during this time. And C's are very confident, almost calculated. It's like you got the thoughts together, you got the ideas together. Things are starting to make sense to you as to even why this is happening right now, like why things in your life are going on. So I feel like for C's, it's like putting the pieces together this week and they'll actually fit. Like the puzzle pieces will fit, you know? Um, Queen of Swords is very confident. You know, she's a very confident queen. She doesn't care about hurting other people's feelings. And it's not that she wants to hurt other people's feelings, you know, all the time, but she's about doing what's best for her kingdom, you know, and sometimes that's not going to be what's best for everyone else's kingdom. So that's kind of the energy that C's are carrying. And it could be that there's toxicity around you and you've said no to it. You know, you're like, oh no, fuck this. I'm not dealing with this. Like, this is what I have aligned. This is what I'm here to do. I also feel the frustration in C's too of like, maybe you guys are going to be kind of assholes this week, you know? And I'm not saying, yeah, go ahead and do that, but you may need to catch that. You know, you may need to be like, because I feel like you're going to be in like, fuck this shit mode. Like, I don't really care. Like, I don't care, but do pay attention to, I do feel that it's like, do pay attention to not being too harsh, you know, because you're really going to feel that fiery energy. And then, you know, you may like want to say things. So maybe thinking a little bit before you say things. Because like the Queen of Swords, I'm thinking of the swords coming down like on some people. So just be a little careful with that. As long as you acknowledge that, I feel like you'll be okay. But the World is a great card too. It's like being on top of the world. It's like an understanding of where, like, you're beginning to see like where you fit into this whole thing, where you fit into this whole reality, you know, why you're here. It's definitely a coming together for C's. You got the Wheel of Fortune card, which is another card, like things coming full cycle. Like it's you already started that. Like you're already in the new beginning. You understand where it is that it's a deep understanding and a knowing of where you need to be and where you need to go. So definitely a lot of confidence in C. So this is energy to take forth with you throughout the month. Um, a lot of success in this, and it's it's definitely, oh, you got the Void too. I don't know. To me, it just seems like you guys are really good in the chaos. Like you know how to work within the chaos. Unlike some other people that are like they fall into that void and allow the chaos to take over their lives. For C, it is if you're torn between A and like if you're ever torn between a letter, I would say then both. So it's what like there may be pieces from each one that you need to connect with. Um but they are similar in ways because A is like you're blocking yourself. You know what I mean? Like I feel like with A's, most of what's blocking you is you, or it's like the divine saying, "Nope, step up to the next level, and then you'll get whatever it is that you've been wanting." For C's, it's like they already stepped up to the next level. So they're just honoring that path that they're on. Um, But A is powerful too because you guys are being shown how powerful you are, but it's almost like you don't believe it. That's the frustration. Like these are the people that I get mad at with A because I'm like, do you not see that? Like, do you not see like how talented you are and how capable you are of creating this reality? You know what I mean? Um, but C's understand right now. And, you know, it doesn't mean that C's are always going to be like that. It's just the energy coming in this week they really connect with. They understand, like, okay, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm doing, and they're moving forward in that. So, Yeah. I mean, really interesting. The void came out. Either way, I feel like this week, in ways, it's going to be exciting, frustrating. And then if you're staying in victim mentality, it's just going to be like you tumbling into that void. So, I mean, the choice is yours at this point. Um, there is a lot that I want to be posting about with the victim stuff going on because I can feel the energy of it, and it's to me it's very annoying. But this is also stuff that I'm working through in the flow to force. So Valerie, I know you're in the flow to force, so we're definitely going to be working on a lot of this stuff coming this month. So, yeah, that's the readings. So, for A, again, I'll just recap quickly. It's stop getting in your own way. You know, you may need to pause and reflect to be like, okay, well, is this really what I want? But the main thing I keep hearing with A is authenticity, like really being authentic, stepping into your authentic power. And then for B, I keep seeing, what is that? Oh, the nurturing, the intuitive ability, lots of downloads coming in. And then for C is the confidence and like great cards and being cool with handling all the chaotic energy. All right. So that concludes the weekly reading. So I will see you all next week on a pre-recorded video for the new earth messages. So I'll be here every Tuesday, either with a live video or pre-recorded. So thank you all for watching. I hope that you've received some guidance from this. And just know that there's never one letter I feel like that's better than another. It's all on how or what you're supposed to work through that week. So sometimes it feels like, oh, well, I wish I had that letter. But I mean, some people could pick C and then not even tap into that energy that I'm talking about. So it depends on, you know, it is what it is. And some people that picked A could completely conquer that shit and move fully into their authentic power this week. And that's just how it works, you know? So readings are always, it's your choice in the end. The energy is there, but it's your choice on how you work with it. All right. I'll see y'all soon and have a good day, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this, and blessed be.